Good morning, Detroit, Michigan. Today is December 1st, 2050, and we are doing a special on the Jewish community in Detroit. Now to Rachel, who will introduce the program.
Hello. Today we will be going in depth about the changes of the Jewish community in Detroit. We will first begin with an interview with Rabbi Jacob Salowitz. Rabbi Jacob Salowitz has been a very influential rabbi in Detroit. He is a member of many different Jewish organization boards such as BBY Incorporated, JARC, and many others. It is such an honor to have him in the studio today. I proudly introduce Rabbi Jacob Salowitz.
I'm so honored to be here today to spread information about the Jewish community in Detroit. About 50 years ago, not many Jews actually lived in the city, but instead in the suburbs. They lived in cities such as West Bloomfield, Farmington Hills, Bloomfield Hills, Birmingham, and many others. There were many Jewish organizations that helped others in the community to ensure that everyone was supported in the Jewish community. And of course, in West Bloomfield lied the largest Jewish community center in North America. Currently, all of those things still exist. But instead, the population of Jews that live in the city of Detroit has skyrocketed. Since the economy has luckily gone up in recent years, not as many young adults are forced to leave the state to find jobs.
I do have a few questions for you. Well, first is, do you see the Jewish population in the city of Detroit growing in the future?
This may not be the answer you are looking for, but I actually see both growing. I can see the young adults moving to the city after graduation to live as they begin to move into the workforce, and once they begin families, I can see them moving to suburbs.
Well, what else do you see in the future?
I see it growing and growing and growing. Many opportunities lie ahead in the city, and I hope others see that it is an amazing place to live and reconnect with your Jewish roots.
Well, thank you, Rabbi. We now move into our next guest, Eric Edelman. I now introduce Eric Edelman.
I was asked to talk about the Jewish community in Detroit, and I plan on doing that BBYO style. The BBG have 8 different menorah pledges that they abide by. The first one is citizenship. Many of the people who live in the city have grown up in Michigan. They have stayed in the state and are very devoted to it. Next is Jewish heritage. Now that a Jewish community center is being built, as well as a Michigan Jewish Federation headquarters being started up in the city, community service comes next. With all the Jewish organizations moving to the city, more and more nonprofit organizations have formed. They need help more than ever to ensure everyone in the community is safe and healthy. Now comes philanthropy. To continue to make the city safer and stronger, people can donate money to help. Since the city of Detroit is so diverse, it allows the Jews who live in the city to meet others outside of their own religion. This falls under the pledge of interfaith relations. The Jewish community is growing and cooperating with so many other non-Jewish organizations in the area to broaden its spectrum. New traditions have been created in the city based on the Jewish religion. In 2011, the first public menorah lighting occurred in Campus Martius in the city. This tradition continues on. One of the menorah pledges is tradition. There are also many programs funded by Jewish organizations for the guys and gals. This always creates a good sense of sisterhood, a menorah pledge to incur within the community. The stronger friendships we have with one another, the stronger the Jewish community we can create. And the last pledge is a prayer for rural Jewry. Even though the fighting has ended in the state of Israel, it could always happen again as it has in the past. The strong Jewish community in Detroit funds Zionist rallies to bring awareness about Israel's status and to ensure it stays in its own state.
Well, thank you, Eric, for that wonderful information in the BBYO format. I really have a better sense of all the different things the Jewish community in Detroit does. The Jewish community in Detroit during the year 2050 is better than what it was in 2012, but still needs some work. It is growing tremendously and offers many great opportunities for young adults to get active in their Jewish community. I hope you learned something about the success that the Jewish community has established in recent years. Now back to you, Monica.
That was a very well-made story. Stay tuned for a segment on how to get rid of rabid raccoons. We are now going into a commercial break. See you after.
On action. Yeah,
It's been recording.
Oh, I thought you were going to say go.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, action.
Action.
Yo.
Carly! Okay, y'all need to stop.
Oh.
Do it again!
No.